Hello, I'm Danielle Jones. I'm a youth librarian in Portland, Oregon, and I am non-Asian and an anti-racist, and I love talking about books, and I especially love connecting young readers with great books. I'm super excited to get to be a part of this project. Thank you so much, Edie Campbell, for giving us a platform to celebrate the great books by Asian and Pacific Islander writers. The book I'm going to talk about is Planet Omar, Accidental Trouble Magnet. It's written by Zanim Mian and illustrated by Nasaya Mafaradi. This is one of those books that mixes illustrations with text and changing fonts, and I have such a soft spot in my heart for these kind of books. I just feel like they're a gift to emerging readers as they make the transition from beginning readers to chapter books, and just help build that love of reading, especially when you find great books like this that are funny and also meaningful. I don't remember having these kind of books as a child, but I remember being really attracted to stories like Beverly Cleary's that were about family and everyday life, and were filled with like the humor that is in everyday life. And this is one of those type of books. So this is about Omar. He and his family live in the UK, and they have just moved to a new place. His mom has gotten a new job. She's a scientist at a research facility. So this is Omar. He has a huge imagination, doesn't like carrots. This is his younger brother, Isa. He's always borrowing Omar's stuff and leaving it sticky. Omar loves him, but don't tell anyone. And this is Miriam. She's 13, thinks she's going on 16, and she knows 28 surahs of the Quran by heart already. Here's Omar's parents. His mom doesn't know how to say no. She's a scientist, and she always has a cup of coffee in her hand. This is his dad. He has a beard and will never eat beets and is also a scientist. I'm going to read a chapter of the book just to kind of show you the fun and humor and love and joy that is throughout this book. So, Saturday is Mosque's day. My mom has decided that for the first few weeks after moving, we would visit a different mosque every Saturday and pray there to see what our new neighborhood was like. Dad normally works on Saturdays, so it was just me, Miriam, Isa, and Mom. My mom is a very smart scientist and works at all sorts of different ways of fighting cancer for the cancer research people. But Issa's cuteness sometimes makes her lose her smartness. It's like he has big, innocent smartness melting eyes. They don't work on me, so when Issa wanted to buy a whistle from the gas station on the way to the mosque, I knew it wasn't a good idea. But Mom went right ahead and bought it for him, saying, "Because you've been such a good boy this morning," and giving him a gooey kiss on top of his head. I knew it was gooey because she actually still kisses me like that, even though I've forbidden her to do it in front of my friends. In the mosque, everyone prays together with the imam leading. It's supposed to be super quiet just after prayer begins. Isa decided to move from his place between Mom and Miriam. Neither of them moved. I wasn't sure if they had even noticed that he had gotten up. Now, Issa is annoying sometimes, but he is my little brother, and I worry about him. So I quickly sneaked a look behind us, and he was sitting at the back with a big, cheeky grin on his face. I turned back and kept on praying. Then we went into ruku. That's when your hands are on your knees. Silence from Isa. Then we went into sujud. That's when your nose and forehead are on the ground. And then, twee! The loud noise of a whistle broke through the silence, followed by Issa's voice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then again, twee! And then the counting. It wouldn't stop. I couldn't help myself. How could I? I burst out laughing right in the middle of prayer. I put my hand over my mouth. I bit my tongue, and I even pinched myself really hard, but I couldn't help it. I didn't have to wonder if Mom had heard. People on all floors of the mosque had heard. When the prayer finished, Mom and Miriam were a bright shade of pink. It looked as if their skin had suddenly decided to compete with Miriam's socks for pinkness. And then they were looking everywhere except at people's faces like they usually do when they greet people after prayers. Mom was motioning angrily to Issa to come to her. Luckily, A few people came and patted Issa's head, which made Mom's skin return to its normal colors. As we were leaving, an old lady with a walking stick and a brown abaya waddled over and said, "Good counting, young man." So this is just one of those one chapter full of delightful chapters, one after the other. But this also deals with some real issues too, and you see what it's like to experience Islamophobia from a young child's perspective. In one part of the book, they celebrate Ramadan with the celebration of Eid al-Fitr at the end. And with that, I just want to plug one more book. This is Once Upon an Eid, Stories of Hope and Joy by 15 Muslim Voices. It's edited by S.K. Ali and Aisha Saeed. And this book has just been a gift. I have enjoyed one story every night. And through this trying time, each one has just been such a little nugget of like joy and love and celebration. And it's been so sad to not be able to be in a branch, to just be able to like get this into kids' hands. So I hope that you can find a copy and enjoy this, and soon we can all share these great books. This is the first one of Omar, with two more on its way. So I'm looking forward to that. So thank you again, Edie Campbell, and everybody, happy reading.